All right, we're ready for 243, 244, geometric shapes. So in some ways today, we're going to go all the way back to preschool when you started learning your shapes, but then we're going to take you all the way forward to some pretty new words. But we're going to start with number one, a simple closed figure. Have you ever had anybody call a shape that before? What this is a big group that includes a lot of shapes. Most things that you think of are shapes are going to be simple closed figures. So let's see what that means. It just means A, the lines are never going to intersect, and B, it's going to have an opening. Like if you put water inside, they would not spill out. So see, there's no hole in for these to spill out. And for intersection, let me show you. I'm going to show you something that is not a simple closed figure because it intersects. See that? See the number 8? Like if I fill it in? This is not a simple closed figure because they intersect right there. So before we go any further to number 2, go down at the bottom to number 1. Let's look at these and figure out which ones are simple closed figures. We're going to look at each one and we're going to ask ourselves the 2 questions. Does it have a point? Does it have any openings? And does it have any intersections? Look at this one. No openings, no intersections. It is a simple closed figure. Second one, no openings, but there's the intersection. No, this is not. So I'm going to put a little X even through here. So it is not. This one, yes, it is a simple closed figure. No openings, no intersections. Circle, yes. This kind of looks like the figure 8. See the intersection? No. And this, oh, by the way, what is this one called? Can you figure it out? Count the sides. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It is a simple closed figure. It is also an octagon. Well, that's one of the shapes we'll get to. All right. So now let's go back up to the top. You've got simple closed figure down. Easy peasy, rice and cheesy. Number 2 and 3. You need to know these words. Similar. If 2 things are similar, they have the same shape, but not the same size. Congruent, same shape and size. Now, it doesn't matter what direction they are. So if I took these 2 triangles and I took one of them and I tilted it so it was like this, but still exactly the same shape and size, it would still be congruent. Okay, so let's go back down to number 2. Are these shapes similar or congruent? Look at A. I'm just going to write the first letter for time. You're going to write the whole things. A. Are they the same shape and the same size? So they are congruent. B. Same shape, different size, similar. Do C and D? Okay, look at C. They are the same shape. Even though they're facing different directions, they're still the same shape and the same size. Congruent. D. They are not the same shape. Similar. Ha! We are done with the front. Well, not really. We got to go back up to the top, but we're done with the work. Okay, let's go back up. Number 4, polygon. A polygon is a simple closed figure made up of line segments, no curves. Okay? So all the shapes, let's see, yes, polygon. No, poly means many. And I'm going to guess that gon means sides. So no curves. Circle is not a polygon. All the rest of the shapes you think of probably are. Now we're going to get more specific. So these shapes right here, by the way, these are all simple closed figures, aren't they? So as they're simple closed figures, they are also polygons. Now we're going to get a little more specific. Number 5, this is a simple, This is a simple closed figure. It is a polygon, and it has 3 sides, so it is a triangle. Now we're to the preschool part. And you know this, now this one, you probably say rectangle. Well, yes it is, but it's not, doesn't have to be. This one is a quadrilateral. That's what you call it because it has 4 sides. Okay, it is a quadrilateral. Any polygon with 4 sides is a quadrilateral. This is a quadrilateral too. See? 1, 2, 3, 4. But it has both opposite sides are parallel. Parallel, parallel. So this is a parallelogram. So this is a simple closed figure that is a polygon, that is a quadrilateral, and that is also a parallelogram. Now let's go to this one. This one is a simple closed figure. It is a polygon. It is a quadrilateral because it has 4 sides. It is a parallelogram because the opposite sides are parallel. And this one is a rectangle. So this one is, the thing that makes it a rectangle, see the corners are right corners, square corners. Phew. Now let's get even more specific. Go to number 9. This is a simple closed figure. It is a polygon. It is a quadrilateral because it has 4 sides. It is a parallelogram because opposite sides are parallel. It is a rectangle because it has 4 right corners. And it is also a square. The most specific name is it's a square because all the sides are the same length. So, did you catch that? Every square is a rectangle. But not every rectangle is a square. Ha ha ha. Now that you did not learn in preschool. Now this next one, this is the last of the quadrilaterals. This one is a simple closed figure. It is a polygon. It is a quadrilateral. It is a parallelogram. Whew, it is not a rectangle. See, it doesn't have the 4 right angles, but they does have all the sides the same. So if you've got a parallelogram where all the sides are the same length, it is called a rhombus. That might be a new word for you. Rhombus. Look at it and look how it's spelled with the H. Rhombus. Okay. Now, here's one more quadrilateral that doesn't fit those. This is a simple closed figure. It is a quadrilateral. Notice it doesn't have 4 right angles, but it does have 2 parallel sides. So if it has two sides that are, the other 2 aren't, trapezoid. Did you know that one? Trapezoid. When you do these, if you don't remember them when you're doing the page, come back and use this. Look at your answer key. All right, now the last ones, we're going by the number of sides. See how many of these you know. Put a star by the ones you don't. What do you call a figure with 5 sides? Pentagon. 6 sides? Hexagon. By the way, what street sign is that? Heptagon. 7 sides. Octagon. 8 sides. Now, is that the end? Can you not have any more sides? No, you can keep going. But that's where they're going to stop, so you're pretty lucky for that. All right, 16. These corners, remember how we said yesterday with angles that the point where an angles meet is called a vertex? Well, these are angles. See? So that each one is a vertex. So altogether they're vertexes. I've also seen that plural written vertices. And they label them often with capital letters. Okay, and the last one. When 2 opposite vertexes or corners are joined by a line, the line is called a diagonal. See? It is not a side. It is a diagonal. Shoo! All right, so let's go to the back and see how we need to use these. All right. Number 3, write the number of sides each polygon has. I don't need to do this with you. You can definitely flip your page back and forth for the ones you don't know. Number 4, follow these instructions. A, use a ruler to draw a diagonal between X and Z. So I'm not going to do it for you, but find X and Z, use your ruler, draw that line. B, label each vertex using any 4 distinct letters. Just write capital letter. I don't care which one. Okay. Number 5, name each geometric figure. Give me the most specific name. Don't say simple closed figure. Don't say polygon. Okay. And number 6, true or false. Let's see. Are there anything tricky? Let's do it. We'll go through these together. Okay. The 2 diagonals of a rectangle are congruent. True or false? So first you have to remember what congruent means. It means same shape and same size. Well, let's actually try it out. Do you see a rectangle up here on number 5 we can look at? Right here? Let's draw the diagonals. So if I drew those perfectly with a ruler, would they be the same shape and the same size? Well, they're line segments, so they're the same shape. Are they the same size? Yes, they are. So the answer for A is true. B, a square and a circle can be congruent. Congruent means same shape and same size. Can they be? No, of course not. C, a line segment has a definite beginning and ending. True. Notice when I pause, that's for you to give the answer, and then I'm yours to check it with me. So I'm going to pause a little longer because I think I'm going too fast for you to actually do it. D, a ray has a definite beginning and ending. False. A ray has a definite beginning on one side, but not on the other. The other side, it goes forever. E, straight lines intersect at only one point. True. It could only intersect again if it curved, and straight lines do not curve or turn. F, a hexagon is a five-sided polygon. False. A hexagon has how many sides? 6. G, a rhombus is a parallelogram having 4 congruent sides. So now you have to go back and say a parallelogram. What does parallelogram mean? It means opposite sides are parallel. Okay. And congruent means same shape and same size. Is that true for a rhombus? Go back and look up rhombus on the other page, on the front. That is the definition. True. That is what makes a rhombus a rhombus. And H, a triangle has 3 sides and 3 vertices. Well, let's look at this triangle right here. Does it have 3 sides? Does it have 3 vertices? Yes, it is true. Okay. Draw using a sharp pencil and a ruler a rectangle that is 5 centimeters long and 2 centimeters wide. B, an equilateral triangle. I'm going to leave those for you to do, and I'm leaving a review for you to do. See you later.